Hi, this is Joseph Bruffy with Rough Stuff Reviews. Remember, it's not just stuff, it's rough stuff. Today we will be looking at the 9-way water test strips by Healthy Wiser. Now, they send you this big packet. Comes with a whole bunch of these strips. They have a bunch of colors on them. And I mean, there's just a ton of these things. This is just from one of the 5 pouches in there. They separated out the 5 pouches, so just in case, you know, if you get water spilled in here, you'll have extra packages that won't get contaminated. But otherwise, those will just sit free in there, and it is what it is, right? So, the way that you're supposed to use this, according to the instructions, is you're supposed to, dump it in the water for a couple seconds, remove it, and then you wait for about 30 seconds. So during that time, I'm going to go over what this thing tells you. I mean, it's supposed to tell you total alkalinity, how much free chlorine there is, what the pH is, or the acidity basically, the total hardness, which if you have calcium in your water or lime or several other hard substances, the total chlorine, which you really don't want chlorine in your water, but sometimes they use that with city water. I happen to have city water here. From what I understand, they don't use chlorine, so it should come out clean. The cyanuric acid, not sure what that is, but you probably don't want it if it's on here. Nitrates and nitrites and bromine. So all sorts of stuff that you really don't want. Nitrates and nitrates are from fertilizers, animal waste. Chlorine, it's a cancer risk. The hardness causes scale build up on your faucet. So if you have say some white on your shower head, then you probably have hard water. All right. Well, it's been about 30 seconds. So according to this, I have no alkalinity. They have no free chlorine, which is good because they say they don't use chlorine here. The pH is 6, which is good. If you don't want to get too base, if you start getting up in 7, 8, 9, I mean, you're gonna start dissolving stuff that you really shouldn't. The total hardness is 0. Total chlorine is also showing 0 because it's still white, didn't turn eggshell. Cyanuric acid, which will change it orange. I mean, this thing's still yellow. The nitrites and nitrates are showing 0, and the bromine is showing 0. So I guess my water does a really good job, or my town does a really good job at doing what they say and maintaining their pipes and whatnot. So hopefully everybody else can have that pleasure and luxury. I'll make a note of it. I'm going to try this at my mother's house just to see what it looks like. Actually, the only one that's starting to change now is my pH, which is turning into a 6.4, 6.8. I guess you really want a 7.2 to 7.6. So, maybe they need to work on that. It's a little acidic, much like most bottled water, which most bottled water comes from municipalities. So, there you have it. So yeah, it seems this Healthy Wiser 9-way test strip works fairly well. I guess I recommend using it with, just your normal water, pools, spas, whatever. They want you to use it for anything that has water. So, I would definitely recommend it. The product's really easy to use, as you can see, and you have fairly instantaneous results. It seems like as it dries a little more, the results are slightly different than I first saw in the first 30 seconds. So there's no note in here about that. So I'll have to ask them if more time passes and the colors change a little bit, if that's from the air, or is that a false positive, or is it just at 30 seconds that you're going to read the strip, because it doesn't tell you that. If I do find that out, I'll put it in the comments below. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Joseph Bruffy with Rough Stuff Reviews again, and